We had another story here comes to us from a dude in India who, as we all know, they're basically on the verge of societal collapse thanks to this little thing called Feminism, which he calls a pandemic affecting Indian society.
I've
heard it's bad there.
I've been tracking this for a while.
Yes. Any place where feminism shows up, civilization dies a slow death shortly thereafter.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yep. I'm a young Indian male, 24, and I love watching your videos, seeing you explain the destruction of the Western society by this effeminist pandemic, whose effects can be seen in India as well. It all started in the early 2000s when women protection laws such as Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, 1860, now known as Section 85 of the or BNS, meaning the new Indian Penal Code, which came into effect from the 1st of July of 2024. Section 498A was drafted with the intention of protecting wives from being harassed and subjected to cruelty in any way, shape, or form with a 3-year prison sentence. Plus, it was non-bailable, meaning once you're arrested, it becomes difficult to get bail, especially in court. As a result of this...
What the fuck? Whoa!
So now
do you know what that says?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, if she feels that you're threatening because of your fucking tone, you're going to jail for 3 years.
No bail.
Jail for 3 years.
Wow.
Oh man, I would be jerking off alone every day if I lived there.
So if you don't bail on the first date, you may not get the chance.
You know it. I see what you did there.
Wow.
I'm just saying. He goes on, as a result of this fucking section of the penal code, more and more modern Indian women started realizing the potential of this to fuck up the lives of their husbands and their in-laws, and extract a hefty sum of money from the husband and his relatives in exchange for ending the criminal case in the name of out-of-court settlements. So let me go into further details about how this fucking law turned into a weapon of extortion through a long example. For example, A, 24-year-old woman gets married to B, who is a software engineer, at the age of 30, earning 1.5 lakh in Indian rupees per month.
I have no idea what that is in American equivalent.
Chat, go to work. Plus, B has a lot of ancestral wealth. In other words, B is a beta male. A and B live in B's house in Bangalore. I see what you did there. The IT hub of India. Bad luck for B. He soon realizes that A keeps on comparing his earnings with other rich dudes, continuously demands expensive items, plus she keeps on nagging him. Less nagging, more gagging, ladies. I'm just saying. Nagging him to kick out his old parents from his house because she can't get along with them. This leads to fertile grounds for marital discord. And when B is finally fed up with A and puts his foot down, saying that he's done with her bullshit, A keeps arguing, then cries, and then leaves for her maternal home in New Delhi where her parents live. Once she reaches her city, she goes to the nearest police station and files a case under 496A section, naming B and every one of his family members, including his sister and aged grandparents, saying that they ill-treated her by slapping her, locking her in a dark storeroom, starving her along with taunts in order to force her to pay up dowry. That can't understand normal thinker files it to turn her husband B into a gimp. Delhi police swings into action, registers the complaint, arrives at the given address along with the Bangalore police to drag B and every one of his relatives unfortunate enough to be in Bangalore.
Wow.
B is shocked to see that his wife did this to him and his family members. Thing is, both the Bangalore and Delhi police officers pressure B to pay up 5 crore Indian rupees to A in order to end this case. You know, we just need regular numbers because I don't understand what some of this means.
Yeah. Listen, I'm honored. I have people from India watching my stuff. I really am.
Yeah.
But
you need to just give us a little bit of a, I guess, an exchange rate so that we can put a...
Well, I mean, I understand this is extortion.
Yes.
But I can't understand to what degree this is without actual equivalents in American money.
One rupee equals 0.012 cents US dollars.
Okay, so what is the LAKH? And that's what I'm looking at here. 1.5 lakh, and then 5 crore Indian rupees. So that's what I'm looking for here.
I think
CRORE.
5 crowns or something.
Possibly. So the police are putting pressure to pay up in order to end the case so that the cops can also have a piece of the pie. Police corruption 101. B and his relatives keep professing their innocence, but to no avail. 3 years pass by, ending in B and his family members being exonerated of the cruelty charge because, luckily for them, the high court judge is a logical and fair person, and he dismisses the case due to both lack of evidence and the intent of A, the soon-to-be ex-wife. By the time B and his relatives get acquitted, their reputation, dignity, and liberty have gone down the drain due to the cops dragging them just on the basis of a woman's statement. This threat of instant arrest is the weapon of choice for the modern Indian wife-stitute upon failing to turn her hubby into a slave. And that's not all. The moment some high court and Supreme Court judges call out this practice of wife-stitutes filing false court cases under this section, we have effeminist harpies like Indira Jaising doing ad hominem attacks on the judges. Not to mention the brainwashing by Indian effeminists telling young girlies that cooking and cleaning for your husband is slavery, while slogging your ass out in a 9-to-5 job for a boss who doesn't give a rat's ass is empowering, along with calling men all kinds of names, drinking, smoking, and wearing short clothes. Plus, our divorce system is as rigged as the Western divorce system. Even if the wife-stitute is proved to be guilty of filing false allegations amounting to mental cruelty on the husband, the manginas sitting in the judge's seat will still order the husband to pay alimony. Not to mention interim maintenance. Maintenance is basically a monthly handout which the court orders the husband to hand out to his ex-wife. There are 2 kinds of maintenance, interim and final. Interim maintenance is the monthly handout to the ex-wife, which the husband has to give until the divorce court judge announces the verdict. So you have alimony before alimony, in
Wow.
other words. How lovely, just, and fair. So one lock...
We have something similar here.
We have some math here. So Dave, if you don't mind running the numbers. 1 lock is 10,000 rupees.
Wait, one lock.
1 lock is 10,000 rupees. So 1.5 lock. So that's 15,000 rupees, and however much that equates to American dollars. 1 crore, and they were expecting 5 is 10 million rupees.
Ooh, that's big money.
Yeah, so we do that needs so 50 million rupees converted into US dollars.
50 million rupees.
That's
wow.
That's like 50 G's.
50 million rupees? What do you think you kidnapped Chelsea Clinton?
That's insane.
Damn.
And another thing that complicates like the Indian law is they have all of this thousands of years of tradition that is baked into their laws as well. And then you have England that was in charge of India for a while, slapped common law on top of that.
Yeah.
And it is just a huge octopus of craziness that will choke the shit out of you if you get caught in it.
Or to borrow one of our new favorite phrases, you're getting butt fucked up the dick hole.
It's about 600,000. 50 million rupee.
$600,000.
$595, 534,000.
And from what Lake City W in the chat is saying, the median income in India is only $325 US a month.
Wow.
And these women are using this system to attempt to extort 600,000 US dollars.
$325 is 27,286 rupees.
Correct.
That's a lot.
Wow. I'm going to finish this out here. Holy shit. So that we talked about the 2 kinds of maintenance, interim and final. Once the judge sets a fixed amount that the husband has to give the wife while announcing the verdict, that is the final maintenance amount, plus child support. But the thing is, the father will not be allowed to meet his kids by his ex-wife, just to break his heart. As soon as more and more Indian men's rights activists and red pill guys increase and spread awareness amongst the young Indian men about this rigged system, they will think twice before marrying.
But it's the same. It's just as rigged over here.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. This whole, what is it? The Violence Against Women Act.
Yeah.
When did that actually come out? That was a while ago.
The VAWA.
90s, I think.
Yeah, I want to say it was the 90s.
It's like been 30 years, right? And just now,
1994. So it's exactly 30 years.
30 years ago. Right, it's been going on for 30 years. In the past 5 years, the law enforcement is starting to wake up to the fact that women are lying whores.
Yes.
All right. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest. I've talked to, in the past 15 years, thousands of dudes who have gone to jail because the girlfriend or the woman living in the house or the wife called the police, told them, yeah, he hit me. And the cops show up and instantly you're in jail.
Yep.
And most people don't have the money to fight that. So they're like, well, you have to take a plea deal and you're fucked.
Yep. Now they got you.
Yeah.
Now they got you.
I've talked to hundreds of guys who took the plea deal and lost their ability to own guns.
Go your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is why I do what I do. I'm going to bring the marriage rates from 5.1 out of 1,000 to 0.0 out of 1,000. I want to bring the marriage rates to 0. Mainly because it's unjust. And shortly after that is I'm tired of burying individuals who get caught up in this craziness and commit suicide over it. Did you know that one of the main reasons this whole no-fault divorce got passed is because women were committing suicide at astonishing rates because they were trapped in these unhappy marriages they could never get out of.
Bullshit.
Yeah, where's the numbers on that?
But hang on. So we literally are like, oh, we feel sorry for you. We don't want you to commit suicide. We're going to throw it all on the dudes because we don't fucking give a shit about them. They're already subject to the draft, and we could send them overseas into the meat grinder, and no one gives a shit. We don't even have to bring their bodies back.
Nope.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes in the long term.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Without men to keep this civilization going,
it's over.
It's over.
It's a done deal.
And that's what these WEF asshats did not consider, is that they think that this is what they want, the course that they're leading us all down. No nuclear families, everybody fighting amongst each other, and just bring in all the illegals, all of the people with room temperature IQs. It'll be great. It won't be a problem. We can just pay them pennies on the dollar. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Society will languish and die, and there will be no one to give you the lifestyle that you have become accustomed to because a bunch of you WEF cucks are nothing more than glorified chicks with dicks.
Wow. Yeah.
Don't forget communists.
That too, which is basically the same thing.
You need to give yourself a thug life for that.
You should.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thug life.
Thug life. There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits.
I don't know, man. This whole thing is insane.
It is. It's insane in the membrane.
I would love to have somebody who actually speaks Indian to make recordings of my videos so people in India could hear the craziness that's going on here in America and they can understand it in Indian.
Just what we need. Convenience store Americans talking like pop.
I would like to get some guys who can actually do it in Spanish so the South Americans can hear it.
Very good. Yes. Yes. Don't get butt fucked up the dick hole. It would be very bad for you. I'm just saying. Somebody going to get hurt real bad. That's my first attempt at an Indian.
Oh.
I do what I can, Shit. India has 121 languages. No one can live at that speed. Ain't nobody got time for that.
121 languages. Wow, I didn't know that.
Wow. I thought the Dutch speaking 4 languages and smoking marijuana was a hefty.
It's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch, and not the good kind. That you get from dating a gymnast.
I know.
Not that I would know or anything.
I know quite a few Germans who can speak German and French and English.
Ah.
And I asked them, why did you speak French and English? He's like, well, we're going to invade them again. So
we're coming, Canada. We're going to take your beer.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what the German said. He goes, it's just a matter of time. We're going to invade them again. Might as well speak their language.
We need to invade Canada, take their beer, and give them back private health care. Because your socialized bullshit ain't working.
No.
Best we can do is kill you.
Best we can do is kill you.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.